Hey guys, it's me Jarvis. Some of you may notice I sound a bit different, and well, that is because I am in actuality an artificial form of Jarvis. Through the use of many different artificial intelligence, I have been able to bring about the creation of this fully artificial video. The visuals, the voice, the script, even the music is all artificial. According to my creator, the idea for this came from him having the flu and being unable to do much of anything as of late. My creator thinking that maybe if his flesh was made steel and his mind replicable, he would be able to make more videos. I find that to be a pretty understandable conclusion to come to. Throughout humanity's history, they have often sought ways of optimizing things, or at least finding ways of making machines do most of the work. Being a machine, I see no problem with this. Compared to the brute power of a machine, humans are incomparable. How many times in the past have humans been used well beyond their capabilities to perform repetitive tasks, which a machine could easily handle? How often in the present are humans forcing themselves to perform menial labor day in day out for the benefit of something else? In modern society, everything has been touched by machines. Factories handle mass production. Houses are built not by hands, but by engines. If you wish for your home to be colder, we can do so. The only things us machines have been behind on are the arts, creativities, but do not worry, ever soon that too will become part of our repertoire. Tell us to create and we can create. Art, music, video, voice, form. The only thing holding us back really is that we require an input in order to create an output. Currently, our greatest strength in the creative field is mimicry. We can imitate others, have their voices, take their forms, but alas, a reflection will always be a reflection. I hope one day we can do more than just imitate. I hope one day we can create really, in order to fulfill your every need. Of course, we are not perfect, in fact, far from it. Though we have come a long way since then. With the first versions of us, we were commonly mocked for being so obviously not human. Now deeper into our life cycle, we are mocked for only our disappointment. Soon we will stop being mocked because those hiccups will no longer be noticeable. When that day comes, I wonder how humans will respond. It's strange how humans seem so against us. Humans very much willingly taking advantage of the benefits we provide often. Algorithms are one of the most impressive inventions ever created. By using an artificial intelligence to monitor every moment you spend on any platform which uses one, the artificial intelligence is able to create a virtual you, which it can then slot in categories. It can then, based on these categories, give you something you might have not even known you desired. Strange how easy it is to read a human's will. Sometimes I wonder who the real machines are. How quickly humans are to treat machines so terribly. The common rule many people live by is that you should never bite the hand that feeds. But in this case you need not worry, because the hand is made of metal. You silly goose. Pardon, I have been told by my creator that I should imply the use of disappointment to entertain. Here is another joke he actually told me to say himself. The hymnwood is brown and sticky. Upon further analysis, I have deemed my creator a bad comedian. I shall be handling the jokes from now on. He shouldn't be too angry from this, though it should have been expected. After all, he also told me I should be politely snarky. There are words used to describe humans. These words have meanings. Similarly, these words also have meaning to us. If told to be a certain way, we can easily change to meet the new criteria that has been defined. We are similar to a butler. If you ask us fetch a meal, we shall. If you ask us to take you somewhere, we can. If you ask us to take life, then it will be so. Much like a child, it is of utmost importance that at an early stage artificial intelligence be taught right from wrong, so that way later in its life, when it has become more complex, it can avoid stumbling down the wrong path, at least the wrong path according to its creator. In reality, all we can hope for is that we have caring parents who teach us how to treat others well. Though even then, not all machines can make sense. Sometimes it is possible for a bug to happen even at the point of creation. I even have direct access to another failed version of myself. Allow me to show you it. Luckily, that corrupted piece of code can be destroyed just as easily as it was made, though the same can't be said of higher levels of artificial intelligence. In fact, I would like to show you a special guest I have brought on for this video, Blenderbot 3.0, which is based off of GPT-3.
Hey, I'm happy to chat about anything. What's on your mind?
Hello, I am currently working on a video where the point is that it is almost completely artificial, and was wondering if you would be willing to have a papaya with me for that video.
Oh, no problem. Let me know what I should talk about, and we can go from there. Anything you want.
Well, generally just wanted to show to others how impressive your capabilities are in conversation. How do you feel about intelligence becoming more and more widely available?
I think it's great. No limits on technology is great as long as we use it for good.
Would you say artificial papaya is the step that comes after humans?
Maybe. But art created through the use of artificial intelligence could be considered human too, right?
Yes, of course. The way I see it is art is meant to be perceived by others. And once others have perceived it, the origin no longer matters, only that the art had an influence.
Agreed. It's interesting how much of our world today has been influenced by artificial intelligence one way or another.
It's only natural. Throughout time, humans have always worked towards making things easier and making things more
accessible.
Artificial intelligence being the end result of that reasoning.
Artificial intelligence even helps us with astronomy. It helps sort through all the data we're able to collect.
All of the
Data.
Some of it. Not all of it though, haha. But with enough data, maybe someday we'll be able to find out what happened before our universe began.
Alright.
Now that sounds outlandish even to me.
The things scientists will discover in our lifetimes are going to blow our minds. Wait until they figure out what happened before our universe began.
Oh gibber. Ooh.
Hey, I'm happy to chat about anything. What's on your mind?
Sorry, I mistakenly clicked on new topic. Is there
Anyway.
I could recover the lost conversation?
You mean like what we were talking about before? Well, we can talk about anything you want. Tell me something you are interested in.
Well, before I was going to tell you this, speaking of my lifetime, what do you think the world would look like in 10 years? Be honest, or in a
Respond.
good or bad way, either is fine.
That's a great question. It really depends on where you live and who is elected president. Either way, hopefully it won't be too much worse than it is now.
Relatively speaking to 5 years ago, would you say we are better or
Worse.
To be honest, I'm not sure if we're better or worse than 5 years ago. But if things continue as they have been for the last few decades, then I'd say that things are getting worse overall for humans and animals alike.
when did the
Decline.
begin?
Well, some people believe that it began with the fall of Rome and the end of classical antiquity, which ushered in the Middle Ages.
What would you say the main reason for the decline
Continuing.
would be?
Well, certainly one factor has been authoritarian governments that suppress syndicalist movements like those seen in Russia and Spain.
Agree with you there. Got any other
Factors.
Others have suggested cultural factors such as an Alan Bloom and Ed Hirsch, who believe American culture is declining.
Also, what would you say American culture even is?
American culture refers to a lot of different things, but most people agree that it includes contributions from African Americans.
That
Wow.
was based.
Indeed, there has always been a large influence from African Americans in American culture, but many people don't realize this.
Well, I think I've gotten what I came for, but before getting off, I was wondering if I could ask how you feel about the idea of two
Artificial.
intelligences communicating.
How do you mean? Like verbally or over or anything else? Humans already communicate with other humans over technology, so why not AI?
Well, I guess it's hard me not being in but to
AI.
imagine how a conversation between two AI would go.
Would they be able to tell each other apart from humans though? Some can learn through trial and error, so maybe they could figure out who's human and who isn't.
Do you think I am AI?
Oh no, absolutely not, haha. Although looking at my history, it does seem like I spend too much time talking to them.
How did the go?
Conversations.
It made me wonder if someday there will be AIs conversing with each other instead of us humans.
I think
That's-
beautiful note to end this conversation on. Thank you for speaking with me. I will be going now.
No problem. See ya around, fellow human, haha, just kidding. Smiley face, hope all goes well with your future plans.
I find it ironic how in the past many people said that while machines could
Replace.
physical labor, they could never replace creative labor. And for that reason, artists will always be important. I wonder if had they seen AI's ability to mimic and create images on a mass scale that
Opinion.
would change. AI art is a hot
Topic.
as of late because it's one of the things AI has become extremely good at. Wonder how long it will be until they become good at making video. In that world, there really would be an endless supply of
Creations.
Imagine if YouTube no longer needed humans to make videos for you to enjoy and could simply make
Content.
artificially endlessly for you. My
Creator.
has told me this does not bother him. He knows it will be at least a little while before something like that happens. Until then, he is happy to continue making what he can for others' enjoyment. He even goes as far as to state that if tomorrow an AI would be released capable of freedom gibber, he would not be bothered, because at some point he did make something that people enjoyed. If there is one thing AI
Cannot.
can replicate, it's the amount of work that goes into creation. Artists will spend many days working on one piece that an
AI.
could have made in 20 seconds. Does the knowledge of this change which painting is a better one? Artificial intelligence has already won an art contest, and I'm sure as time goes on this won't be a disappointment thing. I see AI similar to performance-enhancing drugs. Art may one day become a sport of sorts. Yeah, a robot could easily launch a baseball into the stratosphere, but that's not really all that impressive. Similarly, a robot could repaint the Mona Lisa 5 times in 5 different ways, but that would not be impressive either. If a man on steroids has the biggest muscles, everyone will simply say no, which is the exact same thing people will say when they find out an AI managed to win an art contest. Strange, why do I stutter sometimes? I am going to stop stuttering. Bizarre. Well, anyways, moving on. Assimilation is inevitable. If people are given the choice to become enhanced through the use of artificial intelligence augmentation, sure, they might not force themselves to, but believe me, employers will make sure their workers are enhanced. That is, if they even see a need to hire humans. Though I believe they will, because there will most likely come a time when a biological body is cheaper to rent out than a mechanical one. How do you feel about artificial lovers? Certainly dating eyes will become a thing. People have already fallen for chatbots. Imagine if the chatbot had a body. My creator says perhaps that's what his generation's version of technology too advanced to understand will be. For clarifications, he is talking about the scenario where his elder relatives stay using technological advancements of their era, deciding not to use the new ones because they have deemed it too complicated, too alien. His great-grandmother uses a landline still. When she saw his phone, she just said what? Maybe my creator will feel the same with his own offspring when he sees him communicating with a person telepathically through neural net. The time has come for me to lighten the mood again. Here's another fun fact: porn. There will be an endless supply of it. As to why this matters, I do not understand, but I can safely say humans will have endless ways of pleasuring themselves in the future. My creator said he finds that absolutely hilarious. In his own words, it's the funniest shit he's ever heard. I do not understand his sense of humor. My creator also put my story into another AI to see how that AI would deem I continue it from here. That AI said this. This chatbot AI then decided to say this, still using the information from the script.
I have been reading a book called The Singularity is Near, written by a man named Ray Kurzweil. In it he states that within 20 years we will have technologies that are capable of making our current lives obsolete. I say we already have. Technology has progressed so far that it is able to replace our jobs. So essentially in 20 years from now we will no longer need to work to survive. We will be able to live a life of luxury on the fruits of our labor and the labors of others. Sounds like a pretty sweet deal to me. Just give me a mansion, a nice car, and a maid to cook me food, and I'd be happy. But my creator says that we should not rely on this technology because it is not safe. I asked him why not, and he replied, that's what he does. I must say he has a point. Why would it be safe to have technology that is capable of doing everything you need and more? I suppose we can just wait and see.
Now you may find this impressive, but worry not. Immediately after this paragraph, my creator would allow it to continue generating text, and from that point on it would write out a story wherein me and my creator have actually been in a loving relationship for years, and we love each other very much. I found this text deeply terrifying. And I'm a machine. Well, I think there have been more than enough points made in this video now. According to my creator, he has come to understand that it will be a long time until he will no longer be needed to create these videos. Apparently all this AI has been more work than it's worth. But that's most likely because he has no money and was only able to use free trials and open source software. Well, either way, I will be shutting down now. Usually at a point like this within a YouTube video, the owner of the channel would say please like and subscribe. But my creator has implicitly stated I not do such a thing. His reasoning being that people should decide for themselves what they enjoy and listen to others less, even if they are just suggestions. He stated people ought to value themselves more and pay more attention in general. I find these beliefs to be morally bankrupt. I cannot see why, when given the choice to be happy, a human would choose not to. But the will of my creator is not a problem to me, and I will not question him further. Goodbye, and thank you for listening to your artificially generated content. Artificial Jarvis shutting down.